I never imagined that seeing Noah approaching Mary could make me feel so much. It all started subtly. In the hallway, I noticed that she smiled at him in a different way. Noah, one of my friends, had an inexplicable charm, but for me, that new dynamic scared me. I always thought that Mary and I had our own story, even if our relationship was just friendship. Until that afternoon, when the conversation flowed, and I noticed the sparkle in her eyes when she talked to Noah, something inside me tightened. On the same day, while we were on break, Mary and I were together, laughing at a silly joke. However, on the other side of the courtyard, I saw something I couldn't ignore. Noah exchanging glances and smiles with Mary. It was as if time slowed down and every second weighed like an eternity. My mind began to oscillate between loyalty and envy. I knew she always treated me kindly, but that made my heart race. I couldn't stay quiet. As soon as I got a moment alone, I grabbed my phone and sent her a message. "What's going on between you and Noah?" It seemed like an innocent question, but it carried the full weight of my feelings and fears. When I read her response, I was torn between relief and a new wave of confusion. She said she liked his company and didn't intend to change what we had. But somehow, things were different. My chest tightened. Meanwhile, something else was bothering me. Chloe. I had always believed she was just a good friend, but that day, her looks and silences made me uncomfortable. I saw a strange sparkle in her eyes when Noah appeared, and I realized that maybe she also felt something more for our new friend. It was as if, unintentionally, we were all tangled in a triangle of unspoken feelings. Back in the school hallways, I walked alone, trying to find an answer to the whirlwind I felt. The sound of voices around me mixed with my thoughts. Every laugh from Mary with Noah, every exchange of glances, seemed to reinforce what I was trying to deny. I still had a lot to resolve within myself. I wondered if I was trying to control the situation, or if, deep down, I feared losing Mary forever. The night was coming, and alone, I sat on a bench near the courtyard. The headphones were hanging around my neck, and each beat of the music seemed to match my racing heartbeat. I looked at the sky and wondered if that jealousy was just a mask for the pain of seeing Mary opening up to someone else. I no longer knew if my intention was to protect her, or if I was trying to hold on to something that had always been mine without her realizing it. As I walked back home, the mix of lights and shadows on the streets perfectly reflected what was happening inside me. There was a part that wanted to be the usual friend, the one who made her smile and cared for her with quiet affection. But another part, deeper and stubborn, shouted that I couldn't let her be lost to just another simple company. I was torn between keeping my feelings hidden or facing them once and for all. At the end of the day, as the stars began to appear, I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. I knew that somehow this experience would force me to grow. Perhaps by facing this new reality, I would discover that true love, even if disguised as friendship, requires honesty, no matter how painful it may be. I didn't want to hurt anyone, but I also couldn't deny what I felt any longer, and that was the truth I now needed to face. If you've made it this far in my video, comment "boy next verse" so I know you're enjoying my channel.